The old man is back. I told you guys we were going to get this stretch. I told you guys when we started this channel we were putting 40-inch tires on it. We have been busy. We did not document everything we did to this Bronco because we're not going to lie to you folks. From the frame down, my guy, the off-road kitchen, he took care of it all. Thank you, Zach. We appreciate you. But you have watched our videos. You know Derek and I ripped this engine out. Let me show you what I did to it. Brand new 302. The first time in the history of the old man since we've owned it, most likely since it was new in '74, it has a brand new 0-mile 302. What's done to this 302? Not a lot, to be quite honest with you. We don't need it. Edelbrock ProFlow 4 fuel injection system. Explorer front dress. Mechanical fan. No to the electrical ones. That's a story for another day. Wild Horses Hydro Boost. Of course, we still have air lockers. ARB compressors mounted here for front and rear. That's how we air up the tires when we're off the trail. Lastly, we upgraded. We got the Redhead. The Redhead steering gearbox. Major upgrade to turn these tons and these 40s. Outside of that, it's relatively stock underneath here. What's up front? It's got a 78 Snow Fighter, Dana 60 high pinion, Kingpin 1-ton axle. Even says old man on it. It's always wanted to be here. You can see its trussed. It's got a 538 gear with an ARB air locker, Yukon chromoly, everything inside. What's going on in the rear end? Well, calm down, Ford guys. We have a General Motors 14-volt 1-ton axle. Has a truss on it, again 538 gears with an ARB air locker, disc brakes on all corners. We're up underneath the Bronco where all the fun is happening. We'll start with the fact we are still running a 6R80 with a US shift and Atlas transfer case. But up here is where the fun happens. We have a 3-link front end going to that Dana 60 Snow Fighter. So the rear is where we get fancy. The rear is a trailing arm system. So if you notice here, we have a trailing arm on both sides of the rear with a triangulated top 4-link. So what are we doing for suspension? We called our guys at Locked Off Road. We have a 12-inch coilover in the rear, currently running a 300 bottom spring, a 250 top spring. We've had to play with that. Obviously reservoir mounted with limit straps. Up front, we are also running a locked coilover. This is a 14-inch coilover with a 300 and a 250 on top. That's how we've got this Bronco to flex the best and ride the best while keeping the ride height we want. How did we get the stretch? Well, the fact of the matter, it's forward some, and it's backwards some. In the back, we have a custom fuel tank. That fuel tank was actually made by one of our club members here at Inland Northwest Bronco Club. It allowed us to push the rear end back, keeping in mind when the suspension goes up, the differential comes back. Check this out. We got some Mickeys. Sticky Mickeys. They're not the stickies, but they are Mickeys. 40-inch, 1350, 17 on a bead lock. Thank you, Nathan. I love these bead locks. Enough talking about the old man. It's clear I love this Bronco so much. We built this to use it. We got some friends together. We are going to go shake it down. Let's see if we break anything, how it does. Take it on the trail right now. Come on.
Old man has not been on a trail since the Rubicon. October? No, wait a minute. I'm wrong. October of 2024. It's been a while. It's not finished, but it's good enough to do this trail. And we just need to get some miles on it and try things out. B2 Brian, his B2 is the definition of a Broken Bronco. It's quite entertaining, to be honest with you. We enjoyed a lot.
So they call it a shakedown run for a reason, right? So here's what's going on. Yesterday we put this on the RTI ramp and this thing flexes pretty hard. we ended up pushing one of the air locker lines into the exhaust, which melted them. So when I got on the trail, I had a rear locker. Now I don't got any lockers, but you know what? I am not complaining. I'm in the old man, in the woods, with my friends, driving up a creek bed. I don't need lockers for this.
Your skinny ass went through that easily.
Helps being narrow.
Yes.
This is not the hardest trail we have around here, but this is the hardest obstacle on this trail. You got to go way off camber and try not to hit that mountain. It's a lot of fun. Wheelbase helps on this obstacle. Well, we don't have that much wheelbase. We got an Early Bronco, but we're going to do it anyways. Lockers certainly make a difference, but got it up there. Lockers are a thing, and they would have been really useful on this rainy day, but you know, your guy don't give up. John's over there going, no, body work, but we got it through it. 4 low, 5/38, it did the job. Welded front end, locker in the rear. Easy work of it for the deuce. Straighten out. Passenger. Slow, John. Slow. Watch your mirror. You can get it. You can get it. You're fine. You climb on this side. Perfect. Drive straight out. Slow so if your dash in starts to go, we don't get into the rock. Oh, you're good. Nicely done. Somebody restored this Bronco back in the day with Bondo.
It is a struggle for Boss Lady to get into this Bronco now. I think it's a little entertaining, at least for the guys it seems to be. But I'm getting better at it. Oh, I went stuck.
So if you're wondering why in the world are we driving up a creek bed, let me explain to you. We're up in northern Idaho. It's called Denver Creek. You can find it. Essentially, we're able to do this because these are old mines. If you look around here, this is a destroyed mine behind me. And my guy here is from northern Idaho, and he just educated me and said that they used to mine galena, which is essentially
lead, zinc, silver, copper, some other minerals too. So
none of the water here is any good. We're having a lot of fun. You're at home watching football. We're on the trail looking at that view.
for just a second, Brian.
Can't park there. Is it starting to come down when you move or no?
He just stopped.
All right. Try to crawl forward slowly.
No, it's gonna go on. It's leaning more on.
Stop. Stop.
Yeah, it's going.
Back up. Easy. Back up more. Come, passenger.
Oh, it wants to slide. Come on. Come on.
All right, back up. All the way down. Can't see behind you. All right, stop. Come hard to the passenger. Let's get the front end moved over. Straighten out. Passenger, passenger.
B2 Brian just wanted to be a Broken Bronco again.
Straighten out.
Kinda.
Come on. He's good over here. Follow that line right behind you. This one is behind here. Stop.
Thought about trying to put the tire on the bumper, front bumper. Yeah.
Stop the climb here. Easy. Go passenger. So you've probably, if you're watching this video like wheeling videos and you're going, well, this doesn't look that hard. Well, here's the difference. Like the big difference between Moab and Sand Hollow and Sticky Rock is we are literally traversing up a creek bed. It's raining. Everything is moving constantly underneath us as we're gaining in elevation. So it's a different type of wheeling out here. It's a lot of fun, but different. Traction is not your friend here. You don't have it.
Carnage. The B2.
So I say this all the time. We are quite literally trying to keep dinosaurs, well, 3 of us are, alive and using them. So sometimes they break. You just saw Bronco 2 Brian doing the Bronco wave way up there in the air. Well, he hit his limit of his Bilstein and broke the shaft on the shock. So we're gonna take that shock off real quick, throw it in the back and keep going. And there's some limitations too.
Well, through the twisting and motion this thing does, it must unscrewed and just popped the eye off. Could probably rethread that and put it back on. Good old Bilsteins. Definitely good shock.
Happy Bronco Man 6.
Yes.
We just hopped on an access road, got off the trail, and are gonna go find a place to have lunch. I think there's a large mine area that we usually stop at. It's been a little while, you know. Been a little while since we did this trail, since the old man hasn't ran in, what, a year?
Don't start that.
Over a year?
It's running right now. We are driving down the road in it. Anyways, Bronco's doing awesome. You know, this is a shakedown run for it before we start to do some hard stuff. Got a few little things, kinks to work out.
Lockers.
Obviously air. Gotta get air to the lockers. And probably check valve in the breather. We got some fuel when we're pretty off camber.
Yeah, fuel leaky.
Coming up the canister filter. Just little things, but ultimately, for those that care, 55, 60 pounds of oil pressure, 162 degrees, transmission's at 163 degrees. It's a cool day, obviously. Bronco's running great.
Yep.
cruising along and we come up to an obstacle, if you will, a fallen tree in the trail. Always try to leave the trail better than it was when we got here. So we went ahead and winched that off. Now we're gonna head on to the mine.
I didn't really have a choice anyways. It would have been a little difficult getting over that.
I'd like to try.
Yeah, you maybe would have. We don't have a locker.
So I'm not broke. Don't get it twisted. Shakedown run. Stuff happens. This caliper, I don't think it's supposed to do this. So we'll fix it when we get home. All right, guys. So you just watched us run Denver Creek. We're here at the mine having a lunch with some rain coming down. The Bronco did great. Yeah, there's a few little things that we need to fix on it. We expected that. That's why it's called a shakedown run. We'll get to work this week. Then we're going to get out again in this thing next weekend. I'm going to use it as much as I possibly can, and it's going to run longer than a week. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Please like.
Please follow. Please subscribe.
No, I promise I got no cap.